in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Link. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Black Knights offense who will have the football first. And here comes the junior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the defense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
On the move. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes his man miss. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Swings it out to his running back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Looking to throw again. What a grab with one hand.
I'll tell you what, this receiver's not that tall, but because of that one-handed catch, he just showed you a massive catch radius. Wow.
And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll leave it with the lone back. Makes one man miss.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Black Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive away.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Army!
Man, it's a nice start for this offense. Their defense didn't have to play the 1st quarter. Like, that was unbelievable ball control, moving down the field methodically, chewing up clock, and most importantly, punching the ball in and getting the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Temple Owls offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And it just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Man, a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. Caught in the backfield, it's Chase. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hardy. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Smith. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Temple lining up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Black Knights offense will go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are, they know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football.
Here's a little room there. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it quickly out to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Black Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Smashes ahead. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Finds his man. It's Clark. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Temple lining up to punt it away. Now on the return. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop.
Pulls it in. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Black Knights are in the hurry-up.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and see.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grabbed over the middle. It's Chase. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Chase. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Absolutely perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Black Knights will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helps out this offense a few extra yards in field position. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is, and you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Running inside, it's Smith.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. The give is to Smith. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
This time they'll go to the running game. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls it on the option. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10.
Booster, let it go!
From the red zone, looking for a man. And they're not on the same page there.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward.
Got a little grass. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Oh, they blocked the extra point. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Chase. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Clark. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
A spectacular one-hand grab. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Unloads quickly. Fights off a defender. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better.
He's looking deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Final play of the quarter coming. Handoff to the single back. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. He's knocked down short gain. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Plucks it out of the air. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off, and man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Howard. Got enough for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Maybe some room here. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on second down. Keeps it on the option. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this.
Touchdown, Army! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2-point conversion attempt goes awry.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But
caught, and he's got room. Past the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Owls.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Black Knights! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll run the counter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered.
Finding some room. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Owls. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
The short hands, it's Hardy. Shakes him in. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Temple lines up quickly.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bring in the heat. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert and keep this drive going. Wants to throw again. Looking to buy time. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Trying to pound their way in. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Here comes the heat. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by 7 possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Now facing a 3rd and long. Handoff to the single running back. Picks up the 1st down. There's some room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Army! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you.